Okay,
Hey,
hi.
oh, hey, what's
This
up?
is better. I could see you. I could hear you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm great. I'm in Jamaica, so I'm always good in Jamaica.
That's what. That's why the connection is not working so good.
Well, I mean, the Wi-Fi seems to be working with the other guests, so I don't know. Are you hearing me clearly though and seeing me?
Yeah. I got you.
Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So my next guest is representing Sunset at the Palms, and it's a day party, food inclusive. Um, But TMY Events is also sponsoring this event, so he gets the option to join every live before or after if he likes. But we're gonna have he's gonna have a day to come on with him and his partners as well. Because you have a partner or multiple partners for this event.
Nah, um, just me and innovations events,
Okay.
event
So
innovations.
okay. So next time you can both come on together if you want. But this one I just wanted to have you as a feature after my previous guest. What I want you to do is introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit more about
Ooh,
your event.
whoa. All right, so I'm Fras. Um, I'm Fras. All right, so I'm Frost. I'm an
More about
event
you first.
coordinator.
Okay, let me do it this way. Tell us a little bit more about you first. I consider you an event promoter or organizer.
All right, so
Tell me some other events that you've done.
so from I'm Frost. I'm an event coordinator. Um, and I do productions such as video, photography, and branding, artist branding, and stuff like that. I currently travel with two major artists.
Nice.
I do a lot of music videos out there for artists as well. Um, outside of that, I done events that I've done before within the past within Palm Beach or outside of Palm Beach.
It doesn't matter. Just
All right, so outside of Palm Beach, coming from Jamaica, I've done back in the days when I was in schools called 12 to 12, Liqueur, um, Cookies and Cream, Wet Seduction,
those are
um,
all in Jamaica.
yeah, Carnival School True Tour, Ari School True Tour. That was a production of mine that I went on with the artists to different schools. In the States now, I've partnered up with a lot of people,
Okay.
silently and mostly silently.
What's the talent?
Um, mostly silently because I do, like I said, I do events. I can visualize your event from the branding with my eyes closed. Um, I started out at Negril. You remember Negril
Yeah, I
back
do.
in the days?
I do, of course.
So I remember my first event I did here was Christopher Martin. Then I did Ioctane, Idonia. All of those people from back in the days is where the events that I'm used to. So I break away from all of that and decided to. A friend of mine that passed away, which is Marley. We decided to do a party together and we call it Sundown.
Mm-hmm.
Then we said no, we're not calling it Sundown. Then we call it the Lawn with other brethren of ours. That's doing the Lawn right now.
Oh,
Um, that's me. Oh crap! So then we decided to. It was Dream Weekend, and we wanted an event to. Was Dream Weekend copy it about 4, 5 years ago?
mm-hmm.
Or 4 years ago? 4 years ago, yeah, to be exact. 5 years ago. Let's call it 5 years. Dream Weekend, and we had a crew of people from Kingston and stuff like that. But we didn't want to go home afterwards. It was at this hotel,
Okay.
and the hotel was called the Palms.
Wait, you
So
said Dream Weekend? You said it was after Dream Weekend?
right after drinking that Monday after
Wait,
Dream
so was
Weekend,
that in the girl?
yeah,
Okay, so the palm's right down the street. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
yes. So what we did was we did it like a igloo situation. We sent out a BB blast, a text blast at the time, WhatsApp blast.
Mhm.
and we ask everyone to, yo, pull up before the sunset
Mm.
because them said
Okay.
beach, the beach was going to close when the sunset.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we did that. We took the pictures. I came back and I was like, we're looking. I wanted to do the event. I wanted to give them back the same style of event that we gave them in Jamaica, but I realized that the cooler party was dominated by igloo. And then we decided to start planning the event, and then my brethren passed away. The, s- the August he passed away. We had an event set for the November for the December.
Mm.
So I kept it. So we didn't have a name at the time for it. We still was calling it the Palms. So while driving over Palm Beach Island, I got the idea. I said, why not merge the both of them? Sunset at the
That's the
Palms.
problem.
And ever since that, that's what the brand was. We first kept it 4 years ago. So what I've tried to do is giving West Palm Beach event, a luxury event, just like they would go to Daybreak, Fort Lauderdale. So my
Mm.
main goal was instead of having everyone persons driving to Fort Lauderdale all the time, they
Yeah.
could stay here in Palm Beach, and it's Palm Beach owned, Palm Beach branded. So hence why I call it Sunset at the Palms,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
Because
And
the
Palm Beach
first
needs
logo,
that. Palm Beach needs
the
that.
first yeah, because remember you have everything a lot of persons run to Fort Lauderdale for.
Exactly. And
Um,
I feel like people have tried before, but it hasn't been consistent where there's a consistent event or consistent branding that represents Palm Beach.
yeah.
So it's definitely needed.
So hence why we started out first just like a little brunch, a small little get together. One of the main thing I did was food inclusive. You understand?
Hmm.
Because to me, I want you to come and experience like a daybreak kind of vibe, but the waterdown version to daybreak.
Hmm. Gotcha.
Um, then we kept that one after it was just that one that we kept was mostly just for us and his people, like my virgin people that passed away.
Yeah.
All right. Then um, I s- I wanted something different, so I said, okay, Palm Beach hasn't had an artist in a very long time. So I said, all right, let me bring TJ.
Hmm.
So I did a music video and I produced a track with TJ, all right, called Yardman Thing. So, and then I just came back from went down for the music video like a month before, and I said, hey, look, I want you to do this brunch that I'm doing in Palm Beach. I wanted to perform from, like, and it was like, all right, Fras, cool, I got you. Where it got necessary with Ramesh, right? And then after that, it was just that from there. We took a break for a while. Yes. Um, we took a break because after TJ, we did the event afterwards, and I said, you know what? Let me try something else than just a brunch, because I realized there was a lot of brunch popping up around town.
I'm sorry,
Right.
somebody.
So there was a lot of brunch that was popping up around town. So hence what I did. We took a break, but we tried to redo the event in November.
Yeah.
When we tried to do the event in November, we had a lot of technical difficulties in November, like the permits and stuff like that. So what happened was the place where we wanted to keep it now, they had we based on the ticket sales. I said the parking wouldn't work
Hmm.
because I wanted to give it my patrons that luxury style. And as you know, between me and Esco Innovations events, I wanted to give them a wow when they walk in. So we decided to continue looking and try. Then we did black tie. So instead of Palm
Hmm.
10% black tie. We did
That
that
seemed like a
twice.
really luxury event as well.
Yeah. We did that. So what we did like was we still try to trick them with the sunset theme. So we did it on top of the roof of
Okay.
Riviera Marina.
Okay.
So it's called Black Tie. It was Black Tie. It's a Gemini thing. Then we got rained out that day.
Oh.
So we did a reload. The reload got rained out again.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but lucky. You're
But
not lucky with the weather.
no. And funny enough, I love outside events more. So we took
Oh
I
my
decided, you
God.
know what? Let me take the party back to its original roots. And I went back to Jamaica with it.
Oh, okay.
I went back to Jamaica, the lands of King's House. Not Officers Club. Sorry.
Okay. Where is that?
Um on you don't know what Randy Williams there? In New
Oh,
it's basically on
no.
Hope Road. Hope Road. Hope
No,
Road.
I don't know up there that well,
You need to go up there. You need to go uptown.
The goal is that's the goal. Okay. You know, since I'm in Jamaica right now, don't worry. I miss don't know all of it. But okay, gotcha.
Hey, trust me, there's half of Jamaica I don't even know. So then we decided to, okay, let's bring it back to the States after the two disasters.
Yeah.
Then we stopped it. We were supposed to do it in November, it didn't work out. Then me and Esco sat and we said, okay, who has not come to Palm?
Oh, I can't hear you.
So we had artists, we did it. So what we did, we keep telling persons, we try to involve the patrons involved,
Okay.
right? So when we did that, we put out a poll and we was like, all right, who you guys want to see? Now, if some people say Movado, some people say Alkaline, some say Massacre, some say Jada, but we had the majority of goal with Skeng, right? Right? So we elaborate on it, we think about it, and then I approached him, and he said, all right, cool, that is available. So hence
Okay.
why we went for him, and now we're just putting in the work with it.
All right. So, thank you for all of that information. So you gave me a little bit about you and your history and also like how the event came about. That was perfect. Thank you. So this event, what I'm gonna do is like you gave me a little bit today. As I mentioned, you can join me on every live I have until you guys is live for Sunset at the Palms. So you gave us basically the history of how the event came about today. Um, Guys, Gang is gonna be performing at this event happening on June 23rd. Is it 23rd?
22nd, June 22nd.
22nd. Okay.
And let me
So
tell you, there's no school, no work the following day.
no school, no work. That's all that people need to hear. It's
No
a day
school, no
party.
work.
It's a day party with a dress code, which is yellow this time. If you want to
Yellow.
stick to the dress code, I recommend it. It's a vibe to stick to the dress code.
It is.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I have questions for you next live.
Mm,
But this live, yeah, I just wanted to bring you on, let the people know the event is happening and a little bit about the event. But next live, we'll get into it a little bit more. Okay. So that's the Sunset
gotcha.
at the Palms, guys, happening on June 22nd. Got it right this time. Dress code is yellow, and that's gonna be at John Prince Park, correct?
Yep.
So both events that I talked about today is gonna be at John Prince Park. But yeah, thank you for joining me um today.
Yep. Man, anytime, just hit me up. I got you.
Honestly, I'm just trying to get back inside because in the
Mosquitoes are
last five
biting
minutes,
you.
the mosquito was just been. But yeah, thanks for joining me.
All right, no,
Thanks
no
for joining
problem.
me. Big up Sunset at the Palms. All right.
All right, cool.
All right. Thank you. Bye. All right, guys. So Sunset at the Palms and Palm Beach Jam Fest were the two events featured today. That was it for Connections with Tisha Amoi events. Connections with Tisha Amoi today. Next one will be next week, and we'll be featuring another event next week as well. Um, and the platform is going to be a little bit different. Today, I just kind of went with the flow with the persons who joined. Next week is going to be a little bit different. But thank you so much if you joined. Make sure to follow um, on YouTube. T_Amoi_events. That's a new YouTube page that's going to be featuring various things in entertainment, events, interviews, and things like that. That's T_Amoi_events. And then the same thing on TikTok. So T_Amoi_events. Make sure to follow me. Thank you so much for joining. Also, check out my website, www.tamoievents.com. That's TAMOIEVENTS.com. tamoievents.com. Thank you so much for joining once again.